Enigma.
Don't scare me like you hate Nerf. That's something that you can't say to me. Well, you're in the right place. I have a channel that will get you back into Nerf. Splattershot. You don't know who they are? They make awesome Nerf war videos. So go and subscribe to them right now. The link is in the description down below. Look at me crazy. Just go subscribe to them. Subscribe right. Hey everyone, FFHS back here with another video, and today I'm going to explain my modified Firestrike. Let's go. So pretty much the goal of this modification was to add a bottom rail to the Firestrike. As you saw by some of the pictures in the beginning of the video, this wasn't easy and I had to add a few pop sticks to make it kind of even. And it certainly looks janky up close. But that wasn't really the main purpose of this mod, for it to look pristine. It was to add a freaking flashlight to it. Like that. The Firestrike's amazing, but my flashlight, the main thing that needs to get attached to this thing, isn't. Oh yeah. So like that, pretty much with the lights out, you can have a Firestrike Speed QB Firestrike. So now to the Firestrike internally. It is modded internally, not really a spring upgrade. It just has its air restrictor removed and its dart post removed and a relubricated catch and a new catch spring. So now it is a little bit harder to pull the trigger. It's not as smooth either, but it works with full length darts, half length darts. As you can see, the Firestrike has a paint job. I'm going to paint these little accents green, or lime if you'd like to say that, or some people say yellow. You might be able to see the stripe right up there. The stripe right up there, that's the same green that's going to be going onto this Firestrike. Open it back up now, and yeah, that's kind of a con because I can't like upgrade springs, plungers, trigger systems, catch springs, trigger springs. Can't do any of that. Just pointing out the obvious. Obviously the laser and the two dart holders are removed. If you suddenly forgot what a Firestrike looks like, this is what a Firestrike looks like. You've seen this in my triple Firestrike reload. It has the little light up front. This one doesn't have the batteries in it. And the two dart holders. What I did was literally melt off that bit because I don't have a Dremel. I don't know how to use a Dremel. So I didn't want to use a Dremel. Also, the goal and kind of the main theme of this mod was to not use any power tools, pretty much. I only used a soldering iron, which is like 12-15 bucks at your local hardware store, and a hot glue gun, which is even cheaper. And then obviously some scissors, pliers, pop sticks. The rail that I used is a Nerf Modulus side rail. You notice that my Modulus up on the pegboard, you can't actually see it right now, has the side rails missing. One of them went on here, one of them went on the tactical triad, but the other one went on here. And it's not actually the same size. I did have to melt off the top and the bottom to fit the fire. But that still fits nice. It doesn't actually lock into the nub, the flashlight. It kind of locks into this melted off nub that I kind of accidentally created. And I do still have this little rev style trigger that activated the light that was there, but it doesn't have anything in it. Doesn't have anything in it. Need them. Estimate kilos, bro, because this flashlight pretty much weighs the same as the Firestrike now. One massive problem that I encountered while doing this mod was that my hot glue, for some reason, literally does not bond to this plastic. I had the same problem. God, may have seen this in my knockout review, if you're an OG. A whole ton of hot glue to secure this, and I could still rip this off if I wanted to. So that's kind of what I had to do with this. and some of the glue got into the internals, but it still fires just fine. You know, it still fires darts. Interfere with anything like the barrel or the plunger, which is a good thing. Forgot to put in the top nub. Top Moonstrike Tactical Round Tooth. I know it kind of looks a little bit janky, but that was kind of the main theme of this mod. It's kind of like a weather-battered pistol that you would like find somewhere in the snow with a flashlight on it. That's kind of the main theme. And I'm gonna like sand some things and like scratch it and stuff. And do like brush marks, dry brushing and stuff to make it look super cool. So this is kind of like the demo version, but it's mostly done. It's just cosmetics that I need to do now. Most certainly not a fancy firing demo, but that's not really the main purpose of this thing. It's not really heavily modified internally to fire these darts really well. There's no brass, there's no upgraded spring, there's no extra air volume or anything. Fires them super quiet though. Fires those half little elite darts, or should I say 1/3 elite darts, quite hard. It's quite silent, quite accurate as well. That's a little firing demo. Fires quite well, fires around 70 feet per second firing half-length darts, which is okay for a grey trigger spec model. But your orange trigger might fire at around 80 if you you know, do the same mods as me. Brass and upgrade the spring, you could be hitting over 130 feet per second with this thing. If you upgrade to the K26, get a special barrel, like a really nice fitted one for the Firestrike, you could be hitting 170, 180. This is an okay pistol. I only put around 45 minutes into this work, just down here, and then another 30 internally. And, you know, it didn't really take too much time. I actually have a usable little sidearm slash backup pistol with a little flashlight. And if you're wondering how is the flashlight made, it's an old attachment, like the main parts of an old attachment. I just took the attachment back off of that. You just take apart the attachment, take it off. You unscrew the little bottom plates here, not all the way. Just thread through 3 zip ties, screw them back on as nice and tight so the zip ties can't, you know, get out. And then flashlight. It's pretty easy actually. So yeah, that is a full kind of overview of my modded Firestrike. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. It really does help me out, make more content for you guys. And also hit the bell so you do get notified every time that I do upload. It's very simple. It's just a red button and then a bell right next to the red button. And then just go ahead and like the video while you're there, because it also does help me out and it shows your support.